What's going on, guys? So today we are going to tame Magma Hound. That is part of the Hakana's Highlands collection. We're going to get it started. We're going to start with Highlands, Zadaran Camp. That's the shrine we're going to use because it is the closest. When you press M, you can see lava light caves right there. That's the dungeon that all of the requirements are going to be in. So we're going to have to run that dungeon quite a few times. You can run it, should be on any difficulty, but for the efficiency we are gonna do just heroic. Usually that has the most drops. Alright, and I'll start the dungeon. Let's see, we'll do heroic 5. Alright, and we're going to run the dungeon. I'll just stop at the bosses. Alright, we're going to start with our first boss. Let's see what he drops. So he does drop the recipe. So this is how we get the recipe. That's going to be our first step. The recipe is called Blazing Hard Recipe. Since I already learned this one, I'm just gonna go press N, go to my barter crafting, and let's find the recipe. Might take me a second. It's a lot of recipes. Blazing Hard. There we go. Alright, so the requirements for this recipe is very simple. If you don't have familiar orbs, as you saw me getting one, very easy way to get them is to run heroic dungeons. It can be Carlian Manor, it can be Ruins of Matron, that one gives a lot, or it can even be Lava Light Cave, which doesn't give as much, but it still gives you quite a few, so you'll probably have to run it quite a few times. Either way, you're going to have to run a few times for Dancing Flame, and I'll show you where it's located at. Alright, as we get near to the final boss, we can see these sparks, right? So we need Dancing Flame. Once we click on the spark, we get a Dancing Flame. We're gonna have to do it 10 times. I don't think we're gonna have enough in this dungeon, so we'll have to do it, run the dungeon twice pretty much. So I'm just gonna keep collecting them. And as I collected all of them, I got 8 total, which I am missing 2 of them. Sometimes you can get duplicate ones from the spark. You could potentially get all 10 in one dungeon, but majority of the time it'll probably take you more than once. So let me check. And yes, the boss does drop the Blazing Hard recipe as well. And make sure you collect your familiar orbs just so you can craft, and even elite sealing orbs so you can seal mounts for crafting. Alright, and we're gonna run the dungeon one more time. Alright, so we finished the dungeon another time. We got enough mats. We're just gonna go back to Calvert to craft this. And then we're gonna head back into the dungeon. We didn't get a triumph crafting, so we only get one. It happens, I guess. We're gonna get back to the dungeon, and we should have a cooldown still. Oh, almost resetting. We're gonna reset it just in case. Yep, I forgot. And we'll head back to the dungeon. By the time we arrive there, the timer should be off. Alright, so we went a little bit past the dungeon to the area where Magma Hound is around. So as we can see one in front of us, I'll try not to kill. And we only got one spawn. The other one did not spawn in this area. Magma Hound only spawns on heroic difficulty. So if you're doing those on elite or something, it is not going to work and you will not see him, right? That's the whole point of this Hound. And let's try to jump him. Not that we do have the mark. Let's see how that goes. Should be pretty simple. He's nothing too special. Yeah. Alright, and there we got him. He is a pretty cool mount, not gonna lie. Looks pretty sick. Can't really showcase him here, but you can watch him walk around this dungeon and see how he looks, right? Alright, and we're done with this video.